What they haven't said, but cannot deny, is a simple truth. The dilithium trade would not and will no longer exist without a Lydian involvement. We created it for the benefit of everyone, especially the Hotari. We've given them warp technology. We've let them share in the profits. We've made their lives infinitely better than before dilithium was discovered. All of that goes away if the Federation turns a blind eye to their treachery.
That is enough of your lies! The Hotari are quite capable of running the mines. We've done so for centuries. Don't tell me, who deserves control of the dilithium trade and the mines on Tau? Who should the Federation recognize? The Hotari or the Lydians?
You're already dead.
We're in.
Bro, why his shade of blue keeps on changing?
Safe. Bringing the SIF fully online.
Do it.
The structural integrity field. The price of duty.
Carter!
I'm okay. But that's a lot.
Here, let me help you.
She got clapped. Hey, that goes with your
We've
facial
got one wounded
tattoos.
at my location. Millie.
Birthmarks, whatever.
Oh, man.
Wait, if she got hit by radiation, does she turn into the Hulk? Or... Nah.
See you at sickbay.
That's a badass scar, though. Like, I mean, she cute. Like, it doesn't hurt.
Status report.
The repair crew made it inside. EPS flow is back to nominal levels. The SIF is back up.
How does this affect mission readiness, Mr. Ermot?
Releasing the docking clamps using hull polarity minimized damage to the Resolute. We'll have some last-minute repairs to make, but if we reapportion some of the staff, we can make our departure on time. As of now, however, we are successfully moored to the station.
Good to hear. Updates to my ready room. Commander Rydek, with me.
Oh, shit. That shit made me cry. Fucking allergies, yo. I'm about to get in trouble.
You disobeyed my orders.
Shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. It was the right decision.
Respectfully, Captain, I made the right choice given the
You
information I had.
disobeyed my orders! And not just in front of the bridge crew, but the Starbase staff as well. That's going to get around. My name's already tarnished around the fleet. But what is it going to do to my credibility on this ship? From the top to the
It
bottom.
won't happen again. You didn't
Bridge
have
to
the
lower
facts.
deck.
You're right. You didn't have the facts, bro.
Maybe I shouldn't have disobeyed a direct order. But you were wrong. You weren't on board, and you didn't have all the information. So I made the right decision for the ship. If you're worried about your credibility, put your ego aside and trust your crew. Trust me.
You might have won some fans on the bridge with that stunt, but not everyone. Lieutenant Commander Chovak has already bent my ear.
I'm sure he doesn't take it personally. He'll get over it in time.
Mr. Chovak is more complicated than he would want to admit. I guess we all are. And, if I'm being honest, I'm not sure what I would have done in the moment either. You never really know if you weren't in those shoes. So, let's just boil it down to you did what you had to.
Thank you for
It'll have to be
understanding.
good enough for me.
I let you down. Thank you.
Thank you for understanding, sir. I'm sure no one knows the burden of command as well as you do.
I'm sure you will, someday. Despite it all, we got our final Starfleet clearance to depart. So if you'll fetch Mr. Ermont, we'll knock out the final details of any outstanding repairs, and then we'll set out for Hotari.
Yes, sir.
Hotari. Atari. Ho ho ho. Hove. All I ask is a tall ship. I don't know what that means. They like
All
me.
departments reporting full mission readiness. We've got our full complement on board.
This is my favorite moment, right now.
The start of a new mission is always full of possibility.
The Orion Syndicate could sell it as a drug.
Don't let the Admiralty hear you say that.
Let's go, Captain Mustache.
Captain on the bridge.
Sit. Sit, everyone. You all know, I'm not big on speeches. We're embarking on the first mission since our refit. Let's make it a good one. Disengage docking clamps.
Docking clamps released.
Thrusters ahead, Mr. Handar.
Hi, Captain.
You know what? You take this one.
Oh, I'm about to use the words.
Me?
Fuck. Fucking allergies, yo. This shit is bugging out. Alright. Make way, do it, engage. Engage. Who says make way?
Engage.
I think do it was Picard's. I think. No, Pike. One of those two. No, engage was Picard. I don't know, man. I feel like a geek.
Simple.
I am a geek.
Effective.
I need a button to sit down, bro. Really? Yo, come on with the crying.
Easy. Thank you. I'm fine. Really. You
Oh, shit.
don't look so good.
Ah, shit. DK was another problem. Now it's a problem. Yeah, okay. Iridium monitoring.
I have to get to sickbay.
Go.
So you lied to homeboy. Oh, she's struggling.
Commander, help me get her inside.
She about to pass out. Yup. Just like I'm about to pass out with this damn allergies, man. Who gets allergies during the summertime? It's crazy. Usually get it during spring.
Well, that was quite a scare. A few minutes more and it would have been one of the shortest tenures on record for a first officer.
That's funny. She got jokes.
Is that the engineer that was out on the hull?
That storm did a real number on her, but she'll live. Just needs rest. You should worry about yourself. Your deuterium levels got dangerously low and destabilized your cell structure.
This is definitely one of the more memorable first days I can think of.
My name is Dr. Aram Duval, Chief Medical Officer.
Duval.
To be honest, I've never met a Kobliad before. You're...
Rare. I know.
I was going to say special.
Ed.
People's numbers have dwindled, despite the Federation's efforts to find a more readily available alternative to the Duridium you need to survive. Yet you joined Starfleet and managed to thrive. I imagine the responsibility must be overwhelming.
Striving and thriving.
Maybe even a burden at
It's
times.
difficult. It's who I am. No, it's an honor. It's who I am.
I know what it means. And I know the responsibility that comes with it. But I can't be anything more than who I am. And if someone has a problem with that, or expects something else, then that's their problem, not mine.
Facts.
That's exactly right.
Show enough.
And don't worry, I won't treat you like a science experiment. I just do the science and leave the experiments to Solano.
You don't agree with his methods?
I don't agree with his definition of acceptable risks. Not when the lives of your crew are at stake. My professional opinion is that the accident took a toll. More than he's willing to admit. He's
Oh,
overstressed, operating in the pressure cooker of his own mind. Which is never a good headspace when the lives of your crew are at stake.
sound like somebody got beef with him.
Now he's even further away from the thing he's been chasing his entire career. Breakthrough discovery.
He's learned his lesson. I won't let that happen. No risk, no
Something
reward.
he can put his
Crazy.
name on. But the more the time passes and the further out of reach it gets, the more risk he'll be willing to take.
Yo, she's really beefing with Captain
People
Mustache.
become blinded by their own ambition. I've seen it happen.
I'm gonna just let her rock. Sheesh.
I think after what happened, Captain Solano's learned his lesson. And whatever ambition he once had is on hold for a while.
He may say that, but we'll see what happens.
You tell her, Auntie.
I have to give you credit for what happened on the bridge. It took guts to defy a direct order.
Huh. I guess word travels fast around here.
It's a small ship, and everyone's curious about the new XO. Fortunately, your cell structure's almost completely stabilized. And I'll spare us both the lecture, but I do feel it's my responsibility to remind you, without regular infusions of Duridium, you will not live. It's as simple as that.
Just like that.
Understood.
And my work here is done.
Why she looks so mad?
Lieutenant Bedrosian.
I came to see if you were okay.
Aw.
We were all pretty worried on
Thanks
the
for
bridge.
coming. Please don't
No one knew
worry.
what was happening.
That looked bad. Thanks for coming. Sweet of you.
I'm feeling much better. Thank you. It's just part of who I am.
You don't have to explain to me. I understand. I'm just glad you're okay. You trusted me earlier with the shields, and I appreciated that. I want you to know that I have your back.
Thank you.
Thirsty ass.
Complete the diagnostic sequence, and this shuttle will be cleared for service.
Yes, sir.
The storm in the Hotari region will interfere with our transporters, so we need all available shuttlecraft in working order.
Excuse me, Commander Sherlock.
Petty Officer Maris, I will leave you to your work.
Okay.
I stopped by sickbay and saw Millie. I figured you'd want to know.
It's my fault she's in there. I should have made her go first.
Maybe, but I wouldn't want to see you hurt like that any more than her.
Oh, shorty feeling me.
Dr. Duval said she'll be back on duty soon.
Come on. I have to run the final diagnostic.
I can't stay long. I've got a long to-do list before we get to Hotari, and things are piling on faster than I can check them off. We're making all our last-minute checks and security
I don't want to keep you. We'll be ready. One thing at a time. We'll be ready.
Tactical and
Shoddy.
security are short-staffed.
Well, nothing's ever 100%. but we'll be good to go.
And if you wait until you are ready, it's probably too late. Which is why I didn't want to wait for just the right time.
Oh shit.
I had a chance to think about this while I was away.
Oh shit.
Then you and Millie almost got killed out on the hall. And I thought it was important that I just come out and tell you.
Shawty's feeling me. Yeah,
Instead
baby.
of tiptoeing around it. Or worse.
Did I do something wrong? Nah. Are you okay? Nah. You like me, huh?
Now, this is just a guess, but you like me. Is that what this is?
She blushing too. Oh
How'd you
shit.
know? Must have been pretty obvious.
Wasn't hard to see. I was hoping. I'm a very good guesser.
Nowhere for me.
Nah, I was hoping it's Mad Simp. Wasn't hard to see. Feel me?
You didn't exactly hide it.
Facts.
I wasn't exactly trying to hide it.
Facts.
But since it's that obvious, we've been really good friends for a long time. I want to see if there's more between us than just being friends.
My man's worked his way out of the friend zone by almost getting killed. You hear that, fellas? If you want to get out of the friend zone, just almost get killed.
What?
This is surprising. I feel the same way, shawty.
You don't have to explain it. I feel the same way. There is something between us.
So, do you want to find out what that something is?
You want to fuck around and find out, baby?
It's there for you.
See where it takes us?
And it's there for
Absolutely.
me.
I won't risk our friendship. Nah. Let's see where
Why
it
not
takes
give it
us,
a try?
shawty.
We don't have to put too much pressure on it. Let's just see where this goes.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Definitely felt some pressure coming down to see you.
Oh, you about to feel some stop.
These are uncharted territories.
I'd call it a chemistry experiment.
Oh shit.
You know,
Glad you said something. Do we tell? Nah, we don't tell her. Let's take it slow. Let's take it. I'm glad you said something.
I'm just really glad that you said something.
I've seen how you operate. I couldn't wait for you to make the first move.
Yeah, bro. I can already tell you.
So whatever happens next is great with me.
Level 1 diagnostic complete.
I have to get back to that to-do list.
About to put me on that to-do list, baby.
Can't blame him.
You better watch or walk away. You better watch. There we go. There we go.
I'll be seeing you.
I'll be seeing you. There we go. My boy. I don't even know his name. I'm just call him Javier. Or Josue. I know it's mad
Approaching
racist,
the
but
rendezvous point outside Atari space.
Helm, bring us out of warp.
Dropping to impulse.
hey, yo.
Ionic interference surging, Captain.
Oh.
Shield integrity holding.
We can take it.
We are at the correct coordinates to meet the shuttle.
Commander Rydek, find us our diplomat, if you will.
Can't
Aye,
do that
Captain.
shit yourself? Mustache?
Let's reduce the noise. Filter out environmental signals. I can manually tune what's left for Federation signal types.
They see me spinning. They in.
I've located the shuttle.
Opening comms.
On screen.
Shuttle to Resolute. Shuttle to Resolute. Debris field. Lost maneuvering. Losing.
I can't get it any clearer.
She just spinning out there. Oh,
It won't get a transporter lock. It's just not happening.
because it's
Power up the
spinning.
tractor beam. We'll pull them directly into the docking bay.
Diaz, you good to run the tractor emitter?
Diaz.
Yes, sir.
Of course, he looks like a Diaz. Oh no, that sounded racist. But hey,
Come on, Diaz.
don't be telling me what to do.
First thing, lock onto the shuttle and stabilize the rotation.
Are you telling me what to do? What am I doing again? They see me spinning. USS Excelsior. Oh, Stanley.
Debris.
I'm on it.
Use the tractor beam to deflect the asteroids. Deflect! Deflect. Deflect. Yeah, we did it. Oh shit. Oh, that's a big one.
What? That's gonna take out the shuttle. Diaz, the bridge. There's a large piece of debris headed for the shuttle. The tractor beam can't handle it.
Can our
Pew pew
shields
it.
take it?
I believe so.
Pew pew it.
Plot an intercept course.
Bro, what work do you do? Like, you got me doing everything, cuz.
Here we go. Maneuvering thrusters bearing 53 Mark 17, 200 meters on an intercept course.
I wonder when writers write that, are they just like pulling that shit out of their ass, or like it's an actual thing? Oh!
Whoa!
Whoa!
Someone's working hard on the bridge.
He's not the captain, that's for damn sure. Refocus the tractor beam. Bring that ass here. Oh yeah, go inside. What? Oh yeah.
Bruh.
Hooray! Whew.
We got the shuttlecraft on board.
Good job. We're on our way down to meet them.
Of course.
Terra firma, so to speak.
Of course it's Spock. I said it was Spock. It's always Spock. Go say hi to the legend, the myth, the man. I'm not supposed to be the other way around, but
Captain will be right down to meet you, sir.
In that case, I will wait for him here.
who voiced Spock in this? Because I'm pretty sure Nimoy's dead. You just gonna stand there awkwardly? Oh, okay. Are you okay? Welcome aboard. Sorry for the rough landing. Welcome aboard.
Well, let me be the first to say, welcome to the Resolute, Ambassador.
Thank you, Petty Officer...
Diaz. Forgot your name? Carter.
Carter Diaz.
Oh.
Sir.
Carter
I'm
Diaz.
pleased to meet you, Petty Officer Carter Diaz.
You probably got a white parent.
It appears I have you to thank for my safe arrival. Your assistance arrived not a moment too
I had some help. My pleasure, sir. Just doing my job. Had some help.
Well, it wasn't all me. I got some help from upstairs.
A bombastic approach to clearing debris. We thought we were prepared for our arrival in Hotari space, but it is evident my craft was not sufficiently robust for such intense ionic activity.
The storm has been pretty intense.
There was an element that was most unusual. Before you came to our aid, our maneuvering thrusters and impulse engines were rendered inoperable. So we attempted a short traversal at warp speed, only to find that we could not achieve warp at all.
Sabotage!
Even though our diagnostics computer showed no faults or anomalies.
Oh.
What do you make of that? When all indications say
Probably the
that warp
storm
speed
for
is
the computer. I
possible,
can't speculate.
but in practice, we find it is not.
Well, this storm is one of the strangest phenomena we've ever encountered. It's disrupted other systems. Who knows what it might do to a warp drive?
Yes, it would seem further investigation is called for.
Oh my god, Spock, the green
Take
with me.
readings, run some additional diagnostic checks, and we'll get to the bottom of this.
Quite logical, Petty
The
Officer
fuck was
Diaz.
this?
Thank you.
Ambassador Spock,
Excuse me.
I'm honored to have you aboard. I'd like to get right to it. We're
Bro, I don't know
already behind.
who is that, but their hair is mad shiny. Oh my god, I talked to Spock. So excited. A provocation to war. Nice word. Provocation. I can't even say it right now. What the fuck?
Ambassador Spock?
That mustache,
My
though.
senior staff.
Hello to you, too.
It's not every day that a captain gets to welcome a Starfleet legend aboard.
You flatter me, Captain Solano.
I don't know who this
Legend
voiceover is, but it
implies
sounds just
past
like him.
tense, whereas I am very much focused on our present circumstances.
I didn't mean to suggest you were stuck in the past. You're right, Ambassador.
Let's focus on the future.
Diplomatic choice of words.
We're all curious about the future, Ambassador. Specifically, what exactly are we getting involved in here?
We got the basics from Starfleet. Two formerly peaceful neighbors are now on the brink of war.
Indeed, and the tension between them grows fiercer by the hour. Lydia and Hotari. The Lydians are the more advanced species. They made first contact with the Hotari over a century ago. This is Tau, the Hotari moon. It is rich in dilithium, and for decades, the Hotari and the Illydians have shared a mining operation there. The Illydians provide the technological resources, while the Hotari have served as the labor force. The stability of that arrangement was the source of their peace, until recently. The Hotari have suddenly and forcefully seized control of the mining operations and expelled the Illydians from their system. That is the official story, as told by the Hotari when they requested Federation mediation. But the details remain scant. Communications between all parties have been limited by the...
Have the Illydians retaliated? Can Hotari hold the mines? How did this happen? Yeah, I'm more curious about that.
How is it the Hotari were able to turn the tables and take the mines against superior forces?
Facts.
Especially after decades in this arrangement.
Facts.
Unclear. The answer to that question may be the key to a new, lasting peace, and one that I hope we can uncover during these negotiations. But it is unlikely the relatively primitive Hotari forces would stand a chance against the Illydian fleet if this escalates to open war. Left unchecked,
Yeah, they get
this
cooked.
conflict will result in more bloodshed, which is what we are here to prevent.
And the dilithium trade hangs in the balance.
Clearly, the Hotari have been exploited in this relationship.
Maybe we can persuade them peace is the more profitable alternative for everyone. They both profited from the mines. And for the Hotari,
They still be exploited.
something is better than nothing. Peace is our objective, after all.
That is correct.
We can call it profitable or mutually beneficial, but at the end of the day, the Hotari are still being exploited for their own resources.
True peace is not merely the absence of war. And as such, this conflict will surely come again.
Right.
Neither the Illydians or the Hotari are members of the Federation, so we can't make them do anything.
There is an additional complicating factor I should mention.
Romulans.
In the past, the Federation has relied on the Illydians as a source of dilithium.
That certainly changes things.
The Federation sources its dilithium from a lot of places.
Gives
Yeah,
us leverage.
and this is
We
one of
won't
them.
be trusted, so I guess we're culpable. Yeah, we are.
So we've already played a part in this.
Unfortunately, that is indeed the case, Commander Rydek.
We're morally obligated to make this right.
Hold on. Our only obligation is to negotiate the peaceful resolution of this conflict.
Given the Federation's involvement in the Iridium dilithium trade, Captain Solano and I must make every effort to appear neutral in these negotiations.
What worries me is if this whole thing unravels and we're at the mercy of the storm at less than full strength.
We can't let it come to that.
Considering what the Ion Storm has done to our ship, and the Ambassador's shuttle, we have to assume the Illydian fleet has had problems with it as well. This recent surge in the energy disturbance temporarily levels the playing field.
Commander Westbrook is correct.
They won't dare
The
attack
energy
us,
anomalies
despise
around
us
the Hotari
sometimes. It's a
systems
perfect
have been
storm.
noted in the past. But they have never been observed on the orders of magnitude we have seen in recent weeks.
That may answer why the Hotari were able to strike back after so long. They finally had an opportunity, and they took it.
That would also explain the Illidians' restraint.
And reason to learn as much about the energy anomaly as we can while we are here. We do not want to be caught at a disadvantage of our own. So I trust we understand our circumstances.
We're operating on a strict timetable here, and we're going to be leaving for the negotiations shortly. Commander Westbrook, I want you to leverage our systems to investigate the anomaly from here while we're gone.
Aye, Captain.
Thank you all.
Dismissed.
I want to speak to both of you privately.
Oh shit. I ain't do it. It wasn't me. It was Mustache.
Master Spock, I'd like to make a formal introduction. My first officer, Commander Jara Rydek.
Commander, as you are aware, there are limits to what Captain Solano and I can do in our official capacity as representatives of the Federation. But someone in an unofficial capacity, your first officer, for example, would not be bound by those restrictions. Commander Rydek could ingratiate herself to certain parties behind the scenes, where they may be more candid in revealing information that could lead to a resolution.
Get all your
She
bases covered.
certainly goes her own way. Maybe that helps in this case.
I'd be
It
honored.
would be unconventional.
I'm honored to be included in the negotiation process.
You're not just included, you are instrumental.
Well, I hope Commander Rydek will have more luck finding out what really happened than we will through official diplomatic channels.
The fate of the negotiations, the interests of the Federation, and the prospect for peace may very well depend on it.
Ooh. Navigational complexities. See, that scar doesn't look so bad.
Mr. Diaz, I understand you have already discussed the warp drive failure with Ambassador Spock?
I have.
It is imperative that the Ambassador's shuttle be flight ready. I need you both to ascertain the root cause of the system failures he encountered.
I'm surprised, Commander. I thought you would have wanted to work on Ambassador Spock's shuttle yourself.
I respect the Ambassador and his many accomplishments, but I do not derive any satisfaction from interacting with his shuttle as if it were somehow transubstantiated through its association with him.
Transubstantiated. It's crazy.
Especially when I have the entirety of this starship to concern myself.
Do you enjoy anything?
I am not the chief engineer of this shuttlecraft.
Commander Chovak, is there anything you do enjoy?
I take pleasure in the satisfaction of a job well done.
Of course you do.
I suggest you try it sometime.
That's funny. You got
Make
jokes.
note of any abnormalities in your report. Carry on.
Carry on.
Was that a joke?
No, couldn't have been.
Definitely was.
One nice thing about Vulcans, Chovak is the only person who didn't look at this and treat me like I was something to pity.
Sorry,
says I should
make
get
you look
used to
tough. Yeah, it does.
Doesn't mean I want to be reminded of it every minute of the day.
Hey, you won't get pity from me. I think it makes you look tough. As tough as you really are, that is.
And that makes you sound pretty smart. I might need you to save me
My
from
boy got
myself
some
next
Rizz.
time, though. Come on. Let's get to the bottom of this.
Ready to go?
All set.
Let's go.
Let's run the diagnostic.
Ooh, I'm using the Force. These are not the droids you are looking for. Show me the money. Why do I sound like a robot? They'll be coming around the mountain when they come, when they come. They'll be coming around the mountain when they come, when they come. They'll be coming around the mountain, they'll be coming around the mountain, they'll be coming around the mountain. when they come. Begin. Oh yeah, finger it. That's that action at that brown hair shorty wants. Redhead, ginger, I don't know. I forgot what she was. Yeah, look at those fingers. Look at that. Look at that. Go faster. Go faster. I need to stop. What's wrong with me? Why isn't it going? Oh.
So, I know about your talk with Miranda.
You do?
She sent me a Priority 1 dispatch right after your conversation. I'm happy for you. Both of you.
Damn, shorty was quick to talk.
But I'm only going to tell you this once.
Don't break our heart.
Don't screw this up.
Yeah.
Because I would be very unhappy if you tried this out and then, I don't know, 6 weeks or 6 days later, I have to start splitting holidays between the two of you. All because things went south and you're not on speaking terms. That just isn't gonna work for me.
Aww. She doesn't want her parents to get divorced.
And I know you'll respect that.
She got abandonment issues.
You really don't believe in me, huh?
It's not you. Or her. Just running the numbers, and things don't work out more often than they do. I like my friends, and I like our group. I don't want to lose that. Is that thing done?
Yeah, it's wrapping up. Let's see. The relays along the primary EPS are blown. The backup relays are all intact.
An EPS overload from the warp drive could cause that. But how did the shuttle end up dead in the water?
Huh. Well, maybe the ship's data recorder can tell us something.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Oh, yeah. Wow. Aw.
Here.
They were only about 8 minutes from their plotted warp point. No faults, just those warnings. What are they?
What are they?
The warp field became inverted suddenly.
I've seen this happen when the center warp coil cracks.
A cracked warp coil throws a fault code.
Still, we should take a look.
Look at it.
There was a complete warp cascade failure.
Wow. They're lucky the shuttle didn't turn inside out.
Makes me think the computer panicked on the warp field equation.
Goddamn AI.
Subspace variance out of tolerance. What does that mean?
It means the main navigation array lost sight of space somehow.
Will the array going offline cause that?
Yes,
How is that possible?
but it should have also thrown a fault code. Any one of these failures should have thrown a fault.
If it was caused by a system failure.
None of this caused the relays to blow. Roll forward to when that happened.
Yes, ma'am.
So here, they take a moment to get their bearings and they attempt to re-engage the warp drive.
There. That's the relays blowing.
And look, there's another warp system alert.
They're all the same. Subspace variance out of tolerance, or warp inversions. Finally, there's a complete warp cascade failure.
Then it's one of two things. Either a warp coil is cracked, or the navigation array is offline.
That makes sense.
Divide and conquer. You want to check the warp coils or the navigation array? I'll check the other.
I want to check the
Let's not
warps.
overcomplicate this. One of these systems is likely broken.
I'll check the nacelles for a cracked coil.
Your tricorder can record and analyze data. Looking through it will reveal the unseen. Equip. Oh, holster. Tricorder. Scan it. You must be close. Gotcha, dude. Let's take this big baby out. Some objects you scan will activate a deep scan. During a deep scan, switch between the different scan modes. The mode indicators on the tricorder will blink if there's an object to find in the mode. When you have that scan on, objects in the frame will change color, hold it, analyze the data. Okay. In their standby state, warp coils produce a residual electromagnetic field. No deviations detected. Polyphenol. Deleting coils show evidence of routine maintenance to repair micro abrasions. Center coils guide the warp field through its focal event, maintaining a collimate thrust vector. No fractures detected. Seems like there's nothing wrong with
I
it.
checked every coil on the port nacelle for imbalances. If any coil in either engine were cracked, I would have detected it. So, it must be the navigation array.
Except it's not. Checked and double-checked.
Well, the readings don't lie.
Here comes the security detail for the way team.
Aw, shit. Get it, shawty.
Hey.
Hey.
I'm not here.
How you doing?
We're escorting the negotiating team to the surface as soon as they come down from the bridge. I don't want to interrupt some important work. I was just hoping to see you before I go.
Aww.
The captain and the others will be
Always
here
time for you. You have the important job. We got.
Interesting ride down
Look at this Rizz. Look at this Rizz. Look at this Rizz. Always time for you,
I'm
baby.
never too busy to make time for you.
There we go,
That's
my
not
boy.
True.
No. But I am glad you came by.
No, that's more accurate.
I gotta be precise with you, huh?
My man's did the.
Hey, Maris. Aren't these those button pushers you're always hanging out with?
And you're the phaser jockeys we always beat in Parisi squares, right?
All aboard for Hotari.
That another one of the captain's railroad things?
Gotta be.
Gotta run the train.
I just usually zone out by the time he gets to the whole steam engines were the warp drives of their day part. Catch y'all later.
You don't want to miss your train.
Choo choo. Hey yo, wait, nah, shorty, you ain't taking no train.
I do have to
Fuck
go.
out of here.
Not gonna
Come
lie.
back safe. I'll
I'd
even
rather
kiss
not
her.
leave right
Oh,
now.
damn.
More important things on my mind.
Gotta hit her with the. How you doing? Hey, my boy.
Is it you say daddy's home for me?
Oh, that's a terrible kiss. What the fuck is that? You know what? I'll let it slide.
That was nice.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Freckles.
it was.
I hear you.
Save some of that for when I get back.
Oh shit.
You've got a deal.
Oh boy, Diaz.
Be seeing you.
Look back at it. Yeah.
Etzelar to Diaz.
Huh?
If you could float back down to reality, we still have a ways to go. All right, where were we?
So, the warp coils in the navigation array are fine, but the nav computer doesn't seem to think so.
I'm out of ideas short of field stripping the shuttle from bow to stern.
You wanna take this out of the shuttle and throw it on the bench?
Oh, real hands-on maintenance. I like it. Okay, the nav computer is patched into the ship.
The ship's computer can double-check our work. If the shuttle's nav computer is putting out false data, we'll know it.
Let's run through the shuttle's logs again.
Running now. Same. Warp field inversion and a cascade failure. However, the Resolute computer doesn't show the same subspace variance.
We're in the same conditions that the shuttle was in when it failed. Why wouldn't the ship's computer get a matching result?
What if the subspace variance was a momentary occurrence?
That's a possibility, and it would explain why the simulation under our current sensor readings failed to reproduce the issue.
But a subspace anomaly strong enough to cause a warp field collapse would leave graviton ripples for days.
Let's run with the momentary subspace variance theory for now. Roll forward to the shuttle's attempt to re-engage the warp drive. We need the conditions of space around the shuttle at the moment of warp failure.
Resuming simulation.
Error in warp field calculation. Cochrane formula variable.
Johnny Cochrane?
That right there. Take the shuttle sensor data from that moment.
Computer, why did the warp field calculation fail?
Warp field pressure return non-orthogonal. Results are undefined.
That doesn't help.
Wait, what if we use a different ship?
Put the Resolute into the simulation instead of the shuttle.
Yeah, it should warp just fine. Unless... Computer, run the simulation with the Resolute.
Resolute simulated.
Computer, give me manual control on the warp power.
Static field intensity, warp 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. Warp pressure is destabilizing. Error in warp field calculation. The warp drive has experienced a system-wide cascade failure. Warp field collapse.
That's odd.
Subspace variance is out of tolerance.
So it doesn't matter
Cochrane
what.
Formula results
It's that.
undefined.
It's like a dead zone. It's like it's like the Bermuda Triangle there.
The same moment when the shuttle failed to warp, so did the ship. Whatever happened to the shuttle just happened to us. The Resolute will not sustain warp.
We can't leave Hotari space.
It's the Hotari Triangle. Seat of power.
Ambassador Spock, Captain Solano, welcome to Hotari. We are honored you've come. My name is Tylos Altaris, Minister of Diplomatic Affairs.
The honor is ours, and this is Commander Jara Rydick, first officer aboard the USS Resolute. You'll find she has a keen mind and unique insight into the dynamics between the Hotari and the Lydians.
We are honored to be here as representatives of the Federation.
I'm so glad.
These must be the representatives of the mighty Federation, the reigning authority in the galaxy. Or so we've been led to believe.
Oh shit.
Whether that's true or not remains to be seen. But either way, we're grateful you've made the time to come to our little corner of the universe.
And you are?
Sensing a lot of shade.
This is Calvin, and this is Sidron, the heroes of the revolt in the mines.
Fuck.
Let's hope this is the last time we ever have to come here. If you'll excuse me.
Allergies kicking my ass,
I
man.
think we're about to begin.
Did you hear the arrogance from that guy? I don't know what we're walking into here, but that guy was something.
That may be true. But let's keep an open mind going into the negotiations. Hopefully he's just one voice amongst many.
Then let's hope he's the outlier.
The Hotari have invited us as their guests, so we must show them the proper respect.
Oh, it's the Queen Ho. I mean, Queen of Hotari's. Show deference.
Ambassador Spock, welcome to Holtari Prime.
The honor is mine, Your Majesty.
That the Federation would send one of their most respected representatives is not only an honor to the Holtari people and their queen, but a recognition of our stature and importance.
Let's get on with it, shall we? With all due respect to the Federation and their ambassador, they have no authority here. We are not members of their alliance. We are not subject to their rule, nor yours. We demand the immediate return of all mining operations to Elydian control, as it has been for centuries and will be for centuries more. That has always been our understanding.
That understanding has changed.
Then you invite war!
And if you cannot remain silent, you will be silenced.
Tell her.
This point is well taken. What is the Federation's interest in this matter? Perhaps you would have us trade one oppressor for another?
The Federation remains neutral. Our only interest is the peaceful resolution of this conflict. We are here at your request, Your Majesty.
For now.
I'm trying to keep an open mind here, but it's not easy. I thought they wanted us here.
Was there something you wanted to say, Captain?
Oh, no. My apologies.
And what about the Kobliad?
She's not
She
part
can
of...
speak for herself, can she? Then let her.
Oof.
Now then, one should know their place. What you might be somewhere else is not what you are here. Which is standing before a queen. And a queen deserves respect. A bow is not too much to ask. Is Holtari Prime, heart of the Holtari system.
My name is Commander Jara Rydek, Your Majesty. I prefer to be called by my name, not my species.
Then I suppose that makes us even. Commander Rydek.
Fair enough.
You are Kobliad. Your people suffered brutal treatment at the hands of the Cardassians. Their injustice towards the Kobliad is as unimaginable as it is unforgivable. Not unlike how we have been treated by the Elydians.
As much as they'd have you believe they are the victims here, remember it was the Hotari who attacked us. Hundreds of innocent Elydians were slaughtered without mercy in those mines.
The blood is on their hands, not ours!
Quiet! If after all the Kobliad suffered, you finally had the chance to right that wrong, to get out from under their control, would you take it? Or would you negotiate a peace?
Can't speculate on that. I would right the wrong. I would seek peace.
I can't speculate on something that never happened, Your Majesty. Sadly, that opportunity never came for the Kobliad.
No, it did not. But we'd be wise to learn from their example, before we too find ourselves facing extinction. The Federation is the most powerful, most advanced alliance in the galaxy. It's widely known we have an abundance of dilithium in our mines. And it's in your interest to secure a steady supply.
Your Majesty, if I may.
Ambassador Spock would have us believe you're here as a neutral party in the interest of peace. So why are you really here? I want the truth, not your Federation rhetoric.
As Ambassador Spock has said, we've come seeking a peaceful resolution to this conflict. and have no interest in your dilithium.
I'm not nearly as naive as you must think. The Federation has done business with the Illydians for decades, which makes me question your motives.
What they haven't said, but cannot deny, is a simple truth. The dilithium trade would not and will no longer exist without Illydian involvement. We created it for the benefit of everyone, especially the Hotari. We've given them warp technology. We've let them share in the profits. We've made their lives infinitely better than before dilithium was discovered. All of that goes away if the Federation turns a blind eye to their treachery.
That is enough of your lies! The Hotari are quite capable of running the mines. We've done so for centuries. Don't tell me, who deserves control of the dilithium trade and the mines on Tau? Who should the Federation recognize? The Hotari or the Illydians? It can only be one or the other, not both.
Damn.
If I have to choose only one, then it would have to be the Hotari.
Well said. How could the just and wise Federation make any other choice?
This is an outrage. The Federation has lost all credibility.
The mines are ours. Illydia will not be deterred. We will take back our mines by any means necessary.
Then you will see more blood spilled.
I am more than willing to address your concerns, Your Majesty. Yours as well, Representative. But I suggest we could have a more productive conversation with a smaller group. Perhaps only the most essential representatives.
I suppose there is some sense to that. I hope we meet again, Jara Ryder.
Spock and I will cover everything on the diplomatic front. You make nice with the locals and see if you can get some answers. We need to find out why the Hotari are so willing to risk war. What happened in those mines?
And we will find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.